Good afternoon, D&D TikTok and barbecue TikTok and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Barbecue. Let's get it done. As always, this series is inspired by the popular Roll for Sandwich series by AdventuresinAardia. Let's go ahead and kick off episode 55 and roll for meat. 3. Pork. Okay, let's see how we're making our pork today. 9. Pulled pork. Oh yeah, this is going to be a fun episode today. We're working with a 9-pound pork butt. Now it's time to roll for binder. 5. Beef tallow. Tallow is just beef fat that has been rendered down. We're heating up our tallow until it's hot enough to melt, but not hot enough to cook it. We're going to put that on both sides of our pork butt. Now that we have our binder down, it's time to roll for rubs. 18 BBQ BOBs and 20 dealer's choice. We're going to be using the Chipotle garlic butter rub. This is going to hit the garlic butter profiles while also adding a nice spice to it. Then we're going to hit it with Heath Ryle's apple rub. This is going to add a nice fruity flavor to this. And now it's time to roll for char griller. 6 dealer's choice again. Alright, let's see what type of wood we're going to be rolling today. 2 apple wood. This actually will work really nicely with that apple rub we used. We're smoking on the Char Griller Grand Champ at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. After 8 hours, we're sitting at 175 degrees Fahrenheit internal. We're going to throw the rest of that beef tallow in there, and then we're going to wrap it up. You can wrap in butcher paper, but I'm going to be using some tin foil. After 8 more hours on the smoker, this pork butt is done. There's only one good way to tell if you did this right. If you can pull out that bone and it's clean, you're good. Now it's time to shred that pulled pork. I typically like to shred mine by hand. This gives me the control to find out if there's any cartilage or any spots that you don't want to eat. And of course, it's shredding like butter. I added some more of that Chipotle garlic butter rub and that apple rub to add some more flavor to my pulled pork. And of course, you gotta serve it on a bun. Now that we have our pulled pork piled up, it's time to see if we're ruining it with wild magic. 13 pickled peppers. I mean, it's not terrible. So I'm gonna throw on some sport peppers. I think this is going to add a nice little spice, but also add a vinegar taste to this. Now it's time to click those tongs. It's time for the D20 sauce roll. 15, roll twice. All right, let's click those tongs twice, I guess, and let's roll for the D20 sauce roll. 17, hot sauce and hot dog chili. I mean, all right, let's go ahead and roll for sauce. 5, Tabasco sauce. I don't have the traditional one, but we have the roasted pepper sauce. I think this will add a nice spice to this, but the hot dog chili, I don't know what this is going to add. My guess it's going to add some GI issues later on. So, let's go ahead and give this thing a try. I mean, I've been surprised in the past. Here we go. I mean, it's not terrible. That hot dog chili is really only adding a beefy flavor to this. That, and it's making it so sloppy. The sport peppers and Tabasco, on the other hand, are adding some good flavor to this. But the texture of the sport pepper is kind of making it a little weird when it's so sloppy. The pulled pork, on the other hand, is adding an additional texture that's different from the sport pepper, and of course the sloppiness of the hot dog chili. Hands down, the pulled pork by itself is easily a 9.2 out of 10. But we're not rating just the pork on its own. I think the sport peppers and hot dog chili definitely bring this down a bit. We're going to give this a 7.3 out of 10, and we're going to call this one the Incredible Slop. And just like that, barbecue addicts, that's episode 55. Be sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe, and as always, we'll see you at the next barbecue.